Hello. In this session, we're going to take you through some Python basics. This will get you used to doing some coding in the Python interpreter. So at this point, you should have your Python interpreter up and running. And when you open up the Python interpreter for the first time, it gives you some sample code to work with. Well, let's go ahead and just simply highlight all of this. We can hold down the left mouse button and drag upward, and then press delete on our keyboard. That's going to get rid of everything because we want to start from scratch. Now, to begin, the first thing you want to know about coding in Python is how to comment your statements. Putting comments in your statements allows someone else to come behind you and understand exactly what it is that your code does. So when they run it, they'll know what each line does. And in order to comment something in Python, we use the pound symbol or the hashtag. So if you hold down Shift and press the number 3 on your keyboard, you'll get the pound sign. You'll get the pound sign here. So let's type in "today is a great day" and type a period. Now, go ahead and do that. And if you click run, you'll notice that nothing happens. Why? Because Python, any line that begins with the pound sign, Python creates it or treats it as a comment. So let's do this. Let's type in "tomorrow will be a greater day" and press enter. And let's click run, and notice immediately we get an error and it says bad input on line 3. Well, where is line 3? Well, this is line 1, then we have a blank line, that's line 2, and now we have line 3, and it says, hey, there's something wrong with that line. So if we click OK and then add a pound sign at the beginning, and let's type in a space, now we don't get the error. So any line in Python that begins with a pound sign is treated as a comment. All right, so let's erase all of that. Okay. And the next thing that we want to learn is how to assign variables, because that's going to be a very big part of programming. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and create a comment, because commenting is extremely important in coding. And let's type in x equals 5 and press enter. Now, the next thing we want to do is actually declare that variable. And when we say declare a variable, we're actually creating a variable and assigning a value to it. Okay, so in this case, we're going to type in x equals 5. Okay, and what this tells Python is this comment line just basically tells us what this means, and the third line here, x equals 5, actually assigns the value of 5 to the variable x. All right. So let's do this again. Let's actually comment another variable, and let's go pound sign, and then we'll say w or y equals 10. Okay, and then we're going to come down and give ourselves a blank line and assign y the value of 10. All right. So we have commented our two variables up here and then assigned values to those variables. So now what can we do with this information? Well, in math, we have to learn how to actually multiply, divide, subtract, and add, and we can do that in the Python environment. So we want to do something with these numbers. So let's say we declare one more value, and we'd say pound z equals x plus, let's type in plus y. And then we'll declare a variable and we'll say z equals x plus y. Now, if we click run, nothing happens. Well, we don't have any errors, but there's one more thing we have to learn in Python. We have to learn how to display our output, and we do that with the print command. So let's type in print z, okay, and then click run. Notice we get the answer 15. Okay, so how does this happen? Well, some might say it's magic, but it's not actually magic. We've essentially taken the value of 5 and assigned it to x, the value 10 and assigned it to y, and then we assigned z the value of x plus y, and then we printed it to the screen. And as you can see, there it is, 15. So what happens if we change the value a little bit of these numbers? So let's say we change x to 20 and click run. We get the answer 30. Why? Because x plus y is 30. So let's say if we go here and we change the actual method that we're going to use for math. Let's say let's change z to equal x minus y, and if we click run, we get 10. Why? Because x, which is 20, minus y, which is 10, gives us 10. Or how about this? Let's go ahead and change, let's change z to x times y, and if we click run, we get 200, because 20 times 10 is 200. Play with this a little bit, and this will give you an idea of how to code in the Python environment with regard to math. There'll be lessons following, so take some time, play with this code, maybe add a few numbers, play with the numbers a little bit, maybe subtract instead of add, but this will get you comfortable because we're going to have some fun with math and coding. Hope you enjoyed it.